It's probably replicated, but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Electric TV radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Electric TV radio. Stay tuned.
Electric TV radio. Ready for new broadcasting. Listen. Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Electric TV radio. It's fun. You are listening to Electric TV radio. Electric TV radio. We dare to lead. This is radio like you never heard before. Electric TV radio. The pathfinder for radio.
Yeah, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on the Legotet TV radio. My name is Indafi Matthew, as you love to call me the Legotet One of Sports. I took medication last night, slept like a log. I just woke up like 45 or so minutes ago. I can't remember the last time I woke up anything past like 8 o'clock. I can't remember. So this is the first one for me. And pretty much I slept early, like around 11 o'clock. I slept around 11, and I don't know. I just got knocked out. Is this a sign that I'm getting old? Okay, so let's get into the gist, the juicy gist of everything that we want to talk about. There's going to be transfer. There's going to be the new segment as usual. But there are two things on the personal front that we need to look at. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, which is Friday. You know how Friday is anything goes day, and we can bulk it up as much as we like. But today, I want to talk about two very key things. Two. And these two things are, what are the two? So one is a skill that you have that you are not using. Like a skill that if push comes to shove can save you, survival skill, something that you can convert to money that you're not using for money right now. And then something you cannot do no matter how, like you try. You want to do it, you want to be able to do it. One or two things that you want to be able to do, but no matter how hard you have tried, you just end up embarrassing yourself. For me, for instance, it is singing and dancing. So I've got a very funny story about singing. People who know me from like way back may know the story and they might be there. Okay, so I'm going to share it today. But so a skill that I have that, push comes to shove, this is not working anymore. This public speaking thing is not working anymore. Everything I put my hand is not working anymore. One thing that I can do and it will sustain me is cooking food for sale. Like I can cook. Oh, I can cook. Like nobody needs to tell me that. It's my skill that I've had since I was 9. I can cook. Got the best beans, get the best porridge beans, the best bean sauce, the best rice, best, fried plantain, golden brown style, like Blessing of Kagbari. And I can do like food. And I look at food like this. Again, let me tell you what my one of my X-Men skills. I can without testing it and everything will be fine. You know, like I have the ability to, if you put salt in water and I'm not there and I come into the vicinity, I will tell you that there's salt in that water just by smelling the film of the water. I don't know. That's all. We'll talk about all the sports stories, but that's one of the major talking points that we are going to have. If you're ready, I am ready. Let's share some of our spider senses. While we're sharing our spider senses, let's also talk about the things that say, even if Jesus right now come and lay hand on our head and we still might not be good at it. For me, it is dancing and singing. And talking about singing, I have a very, very Very embarrassing moment, the most embarrassing moment of my life, if I'm not mistaken, to share on the show today. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. But let's start with the new segment, and then we'll go to, if you're on Instagram, your YouTube, please start dropping your comments already. Let me even spy YouTube first and see. Stop. Let's see how it goes. I mean, there's a whole lot of other questions. For instance, on the sporting side, is Man City and Al Hilal vulnerable without Kevin De Bruyne? Is Arsenal season wrecking even before it starts with Jesus and Timber's injuries? Would Harry Maguire regret not moving to West Ham? And can Harry Kane win the Ballon d'Or? Because it just came out, and I'm surprised that is on Harry Kane, like, right? Just came and say he hopes that his move to Bayern Munich will help him win the Ballon d'Or. And I'm like, wait a minute. You are this ambitious before? You've ever had this ambition to win Ballon d'Or? Now you sit down, peteke, like a boat where water dry leave for water side. For inside Tottenham Hotspur, you just sit down, peteke, balance, like Chief Justice of the Federation, be American Supreme Court Justice. You just sit down, moveless. Yeah, like a dead body for mortuary. All of a sudden now you want to win. You want to win Ballon d'Or. Harry Kane. I don't know. Say you got ambition like this. So now you go the flirt and marry. You go stay lifetime married with spouse. Well, we will talk about all of that. So wherever you are, you're listening to us, well, join us. Join the trend. The phone, the phone is actually on YouTube. And then for those of you who say I should install the phone lines back. Okay, so I'll show you guys something. So the phone that we were using before, this is the phone, right? It got damaged, like completely damaged. And so that's where I decided, you know what, let's focus on YouTube and Instagram. So Instagram is my personal Instagram anyway. Now everybody's saying, oh, bring back the phone lines. We want to be calling in on the phone. We want to share our views. We want to argue our position and all that. Yes, I think I agree with you people. I'm going to try, get another phone. Once I get another phone, if you have a spare phone that you want to send to us, that'll be good anyway. I'll get another phone and we'll restore the lines back. It is still 07025000069, okay? But there's no phone for it right now. We'll try and restore that phone, and then we will get it going. Hopefully, that will change the whole complexion. So keep your worries less, okay? Reduce the worries. We'll get the phone lines. You have spoken. We have to obey, right? All those people that are asking for phone. For those of you that are sending me messages, sending me emails to edafe@elegotetv.com, and those that are sending messages to tv@elegotetv.com, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't take your messages for granted. I reply all your messages, right? So we would work very hard on it and make sure we get it. But if the Holy Spirit is leading you right now to buy us a good phone, we won't turn it down. But let's go to the new segment, and then from there we'll go to the transfer rumors, and then we'll come back to have our talk. Okay. Pep Guardiola sarcastically thanks the Premier League for giving Man City a Wednesday and Saturday turnaround after the Super Cup as he bans Jack Grealish and Co from alcohol in their celebration. Well, last season's Champions League winners recovered from an early concession to Youssef En-Nesryi's goal and equalized through youngster Cole Palmer. And I think that although he scored in that game, he should be flogged. Youssef En-Nesryi should be flogged. He had a chance to score at least minimum 3 goals in that game, and they ended up on the loser. Before prevailing on Sports Kick, having seen his team come through a tough 120 minutes walkout in Greece, Guardiola made sure to aim a dig at the Premier League following its decision to schedule their next game on Saturday evening, and even joked that the 72-hour turnaround meant celebration of their median win on the competition would have to be restricted to soft drinks. Pep Guardiola likes to talk. Well, that's what you do. I mean, 15 titles in the Premier League. Is it 15 or 14 titles for Man City? It's enough to have a conversation anyway. We meant the celebration of their median win in this competition would have to be restricted to soft drinks. Of course, tomorrow will be even happier than today, the Spaniard told reporters post-match. Recovered not one drop of alcohol today. Okay, let's move to Liverpool and see where they are going. Liverpool tried to sign Romeo Lavia. Their liver was not enough. They went to get Moses Caicedo, but they didn't speak through the burning bush, so the conversation didn't work at all. They just went and tried to get him. But you know, with Moses, you have to first of all go through the burning bush. You have to smoke Igbo with him, and as God smoked Igbo with Moses in the wilderness as a burning bush. They were burning bush. You know, the translation is different. But I'm just giving you the elevated translation of the Bible. That means right about and God came to the wilderness and smoked Igbo, the burn bush. Okay, Igbo is bush. The burn bush, they smoke Igbo together. He convinced me to go back to the bush, declare the personal wanted, then the only other influence Moses had to go back and go and tell Pharaoh, I am that I am. Saying, think about it, that you have to smoke people that to be able to do that, right? Okay, so that's it. What's on the lighter side, though, religious people, if not like on our verse, I know the good church, so nobody will go willingly for church. I know I'm not going on time. Even God, they laugh right now as I tell this thing. If it's my father, the way we always say it, it's none of your business. I'm just talking about my dad, right? Okay, so nobody should become religious police on my show. Mind your business. Well, Liverpool make a surprise move after they couldn't smoke Igbo with Moses Caicedo. They couldn't provide liver transplant or organ transplant for Romeo Lavia. They have to go for a 30-year-old, 60 million pounds player. If you look carefully, this is what Liverpool really is known for. This is their level. You know, your club is the new Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger is the one that will tell you they want to sign Gonzalo Higuain, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and then they'll go and bring one guy called Pascal Sagan. They'll go and bring one Kim Kardashian, they call Kim Castrom, or they'll go and bring Lucas Podolski, or they'll go and bring in Silvestri, or they'll go and bring in, you know, all those Fatamuya players. They will sign Peter Cech, but they will not bring the Peter, they'll just bring the check. And when it comes to Arsenal, he's a Legbere. You know, that's the kind of thing that your club have become. You know, the Premier League love that kind of Wenger-ish behavior. So Pep Guardiola right now is Sir Alex Ferguson, and then they need a Wenger. Now. Wenger is your club, and you know how he was. He was always Wenger chasing Arsene Wenger, and that's exactly how it's going right now. But let's see how it goes. Liverpool make a surprise £60 million move for 30-year-old Wataru Endo. They smoke Endo. No. They smoke Papa together to solve their midfield crisis, with Japan captain said to have a medical on Mexico side, while the club side revived their interest in Bayern Munich's Ryan Gravenberch. Okay, let's hope that work. Liverpool have made a surprise move for Stuttgart 30-year-old midfielder Wataru Endo and have revived their interest in Bayern Munich's Ryan Gravenberch. Endo, the combative Japan captain, is well known to Liverpool's sport director Jorge Skakmedic. Okay, and can also play at centre back. He is due on Messi side for a medical. Gravenberch 21 is open to leaving as he wants to play more regularly. Bayern have so far resisted selling. They are overloaded with midfielders and are under pressure to recoup funds after Hurricane signing. So we'll see that one. Well, some players want to leave, some don't want to leave. Harry Maguire said, no, I am staying here. I am the chief of this town. I'm going to stay here. No matter what you people say, no matter what you people say, I am not going to West Ham at all. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. I'm going back to Cali. There's no leaving this town. I'm going to stay here. But one other guy saying, no, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I want to leave this town now. Okay, Ansu Fati chooses to leave Barcelona because he feels he isn't trusted by Xavi. Who will trust you? One, you injured too much, you're too small, your decision making is very poor. You're playing under the real football professor, not as a look. And this guy is a real football professor. You think you can make this standard? You write some nonsense, you say it's your project. Come on, cancel it and go and rewrite again. With Premier League clubs, including Manchester United, Arsenal, and Tottenham on red alert, please, Arsenal, leave Ansu Fati alone. We have enough players who are like eggshells. We don't need one. We need Burushagas. We need Bruce Brass kind of players. We don't need all these Kotiwu players. As reported by AS, Fati feels that he isn't trusted by Barcelona's manager Xavi, as demonstrated by the fact that he didn't come on until the 79th minute against Getafe. Okay, what would you have done? Are you Messi? Manchester United insisted insists a decision has not yet been taken over Mason Greenwood's future, despite reports that Chief Executive Richard Arnold told senior staff he is returning to the club 2 weeks ago. Manchester United have insisted clearly that the decision is yet to be taken over Mason Greenwood's future, despite fresh report that he is set to return to the club. So I don't know what they're saying. Pep Guardiola says informed Man City winger Cole Palmer that's the word, could be sold, and that's shocking. He scored in the Community Shield, if I'm not mistaken, and also scored yesterday. It could be sold this month despite his fine finish against Sevilla, with boss insisting the England under 21 would not be loaned out. Pep Guardiola reveals he's unsure on whether Kopama will stay at Man City despite his good performance. Pep Guardiola has admitted that he is uncertain over the future of the Manchester City youngster Kopama, who is 21. Remember, he was in part of the England under 21 team that went on to win the Euros against Spain in the finals. I'm talking about England. England are in the Women's World Cup finals against Spain again. Would Spain lose to England on 2 occasions? Well, we're yet to see on Sunday. Sunday by 11 o'clock, we'll be able to know that. By the end of the match that starts by 11 o'clock, we'll be able to determine that. But I really want Spain to win anyway. I'm not a fan of England. I want Spain to win. Okay, the 21-year-old has enjoyed the successful start to the season, scoring in the Community Shield defeat to Arsenal before netting the equalizer against Sevilla as Man City lifted the Super Cup after a penalty shooter. Palmer netted after 63 minutes with a clever header, appearing to give Man City boss Pep Guardiola another reason to give him a regular chance in the first team fold this season. Well, what do you think about him? Should they let him go or should he stay? Kopama, hailed as an exceptional talent by his England under 21 coach Julian Lescott. Remember that guy that have a car like this, have a recreational head. Okay, he's after continuing his impressive start to the season with a goal against Sevilla, as referring praises his relaxed approach. City are trailing 1-0, but Palmer equalized with a header in the 63rd minute, following a cross from Rodri after the game, and then 1-1 City prevailed on penalties to lift the European Super Cup. Next is the World Club Championship. The manager made it clear to us how much he wants this trophy. Jack Grealish revealed Pep Guardiola gave Man City an urge to win the UEFA Super Cup after demanding more silverware. Pep Guardiola made clear the importance of Wednesday's European Super Cup final to his Manchester City stars as they added another trophy to their growing cabinet. City, Pep Guardiola is like the grave, he's never tired to swallow. Okay, Man City must find someone who can get goals in the absence of Kevin De Bruyne and Ferdinand claims, which consigned the sale of Ike Gundogan and Riyad Mahrez have already weakened Pep Guardiola's side. Well, I know that they will not win the Premier League title, but how many trophies they win this season, I don't know. The bookmakers in England are already saying they will win all 4 titles this season. I think the bookmakers have smoked something. Well, let's wait and see. There is growing confidence at Manchester City that Bernardo Silva will soon pen a new contract, putting an end to fear surrounding his immediate future. Well, let's go to Germany and find out what Harry Kane thinks of his move to Bayern Munich. Harry Kane says he hopes his £100 million Bayern Munich move can give him a shot at winning the Ballon d'Or, as England captain insists he can handle the pressure to win trophy. Really? Life here, there. That's so the Francophone people talk. Hey, life is sweet. Harry Kane believes Bayern Munich can make him a serious contender for Ballon d'Or as he prepares to make his full debut on Friday night. God, the voice of patience, Jonathan. God, there is God. So, Harry Kane, you can actually open your mouth and talk about winning trophies before. Shikabaraba Sondorobo Sekede. Hey. And the Lord say, let there be light. Oh God. Is that I tell you that Tottenham Hotspur is a shitty club? You think I'm lying? Just 1 week out of Tottenham Hotspur, you see the man is dreaming well now. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Hey, well, let's do a little bit of detour and go into boxing. So the next fight for Anthony Joshua is with the Bronze Bomber, the Benin boy versus the Yoruba boy. It's gonna be a crazy one, It's a Nigerian battle in the UK, right? But it does sound like American boxer versus British boxer. But the truth is that Benin boy versus Yoruba boy are gonna go have Ogun State also. It's Anthony Joshua is from Ogun State. Okay, whatever it is, but they're Nigerian boxers. But then Eddie Han, who is always, liking to put his mouth. So I think that the last fight that Joshua won, I think that's an original match. They also that I come and step in, collect more money, get beaten, we will drag it a little bit to the 7th round. That guy have no business. I go beat that guy for boxing. I go beat him. I don't go train, I'll beat her. Time I want for back, I go beat her. Hellenius, I go to make him. But so Anthony Joshua beat the guy in the 7th round, right? And all of a sudden, Eddie Hearn has come out to say something that might just put Joshua in harm's way. You know, when you have every family have one person that is Egbe Wager. Egbe Wager is the guy who they call if fight is coming to go and defend the family name. But you have to measure your hero versus the other hero, because sometimes the other person, the other side, the other Jagoda for that side, Nathanos, snap of a finger, when I go disappear. So you have to be very calculative. Eddie Hearn have come out to say Deontay Wilder. He said he's never beaten a top 5 heavyweight fighter before Eddie Hearn takes aim at Deontay Wilder and voices his confusion over the bronze bomber reputation ahead of his anticipated showdown with Anthony Joshua. Wilder's team are optimistic they will reach an agreement over a deal for a mega fight against Joshua, likely to be staged in Saudi Arabia early next year. I can't wait for this fight. But one of the things that I know is that nobody dodges a fight like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is the king of dodging fights. Any fight that would get him beaten, he knows he would dodge. That White that he was supposed to fight, he was the one that set up the drug test. He know that guy for beat him. That guy for beat him. Like, beat him well. So Joshua was like, hey, they have to have the drug test, arrange the drug test. He don't dodge the fight. Joshua is a fight dodger. And his manager is going out to talk about a brawler. Because I don't believe that Deontay Wilder is a boxer. He's not a boxer. He's a brawler. He's what's it called? That's that guy that they just say sleep with Rafi wife, Abi Oni wife. That guy, Abababu, Portable. Deontay Wilder is the Portable of boxing. If Anthony Joshua carried that fine boy behavior inside the same ring with the bronze bomber, also he will enter. He will take one for this. He will take one for the road. No, I'll put all my money. I will bet all my money on Deontay Wilder to beat Joshua. That's just me. I might lose, but I'll put all my money on him to beat Joshua. Yeah. Since Joshua the fight, for me, I've never been convinced about him. I've always said it's hard, easy wins. Every time the going gets tough, he gets beat. Every time somebody Ruiz, and the Ruiz beat Joshua, never forget. And the Ruiz beat Joshua. The first time, anytime a boxer, remember those retired English Kabu he fights. That was one of the people, the pensioner, they just want pay off pension money. We talk of boxer. Boxer will stand up to say, you know what, guy, we die here. They've all beaten Joshua. They won't fight Deontay Wilder. The other way they he had on boss. Wait, I say Fury, another British boy, man. That British 419. When he want the simple, they call Jesus and a Chris, drug addict and the rest. They call Jesus everywhere. That Tyson Fury, one go beat him, you know. But that Deontay Wilder with Tyson Fury don't beat bossy here. Now Joshua will go fight. Okay. Oh, boy, they will beat you. Let's talk about transfer. All the rumors, all the stories, and everything. Since Liverpool cannot get what they want or what they need, they will get what the available is. They say when the desirable is not available, the available becomes the desirable. Is that not the English word, the English parable that they put? My people say, juju where they look for blood. If you give her oil, you don't go take home. So let's go. Liverpool have stepped up their effort to sign 23-year-old Crystal Palace and Mali midfielder Cheikh Dakori, but they're not willing to pay as much as Crystal Palace is demanding. Let's see what happens at the end of the day. Spain goalkeeper David De Gea, 32, is keen on the move to Bayern Munich after leaving Manchester United this summer as a free agent. Liverpool are expected to sign 19-year-old, so pay 90 million euros, which is 60 million pounds for Stuttgart 30-year-old Japan midfielder Wataru Endo. That may be like a journey. Okay. West Ham are considering signing 30-year-old England midfielder Jesse Lingard, who is free agent after being released by Nottingham Forest. Very soon, this Lingard will sit on the overlap and tell us how he took drugs, how he took sleeping tablets, how he was molested as a kid, and everybody will just pity for him. Because that's new when I say I had mental health problem and all that. So everybody was, oh, sorry, no wonder. That's such a great talent, but mental health. I hear you. One day they just shot for him in training and it affected his head. But let's go forward. Brazilian forward Neymar, 31, requested a 25-room mansion, swimming pool, and sauna, 8 workers to keep his house tidy, 9 cars, and all expenses paid for travel, restaurants, and hotels when he signed for Saudi pro club Al Hilal. When you're big, you're big. The elephant does not need to do fasting and prayer to be big. That's just the truth, okay? When you're big, you're big. All those people that say Neymar, his career is this and so. Now I know what's not it. The other day I say, name 3 Africans that are equal to Neymar. Nobody can name anybody. They never can name one. And African people, they say he's a failed footballer. His career is the. I was like, what are you? Are you well? You well, sir? Sure, all right. We need to check you because this one not be the yaba. They just use hand touch your head like this. We will know whether you normal or you not normal. Spain forward Ansu Fati 20 has chosen to leave Barcelona with Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur among clubs interested. Please, Arsenal, get out of this race. You're not invited here. Get out of this race now. We're looking for better people that are strong, that can have some fifi rats running on Cappy that will come to Arsenal, and then 2 weeks they are injured. Will not be paying salary without performance. Al Hilal are closing in on a deal for Fulham 28-year-old Serbian striker Alexandra Mitrovic. This man said he will go, and there's nothing Fulham can do about it. Portugal midfielder Bernardo Silva 29 will renew his Manchester City contract with 50 million euros for 3 million pounds release clause for the summer of 2024. Liverpool have revived their interest in 21-year-old Bayern Munich and Netherlands midfielder Ryan Gravenberch. Let's hope that they get them because that Liverpool midfield that Chelsea was running through the other day. Hey, other Brighton, they are coming on. You know, they're Brighton, they know how to take people play well. Liverpool are also interested in Aston Villa's 23-year-old France midfielder Boubacar Kamara. But Villa manager Unai Emery wants to keep the 23-year-old for his team. I'm just going to play the devil's advocate here. So let's say this revolution that is going on, this anti-colonial revolution that is going on in Africa now, every African country can finally get sense. You understand? We can finally get sense. We cannot know how to manage our resources. We cannot know how to be brother. They can create the African Union. There's one currency that can chart that you can use to pay all across Africa. I'm just saying, playing the devil's advocate too. When I not say France, no, we can't win any tournament again. Because France started winning, apart from the Euros that they won in the 80s with the Platini and the right. If you still look at where there was a certain Gintigana who's African. France have never won anything without Africans. And you know, when we not cut ties with them, we will no longer need the principle of what's that thing they taught us in social study and government? Assimilation. Assimilation, principle of assimilation. They will no longer need it again. And when they don't need it, they will no longer have Mbappe. They will not have N'Golo Kante. They will not have Pogba. They will not have Zidane. They will, Pataka, France, small boy, you're in trouble. Okay, that big boy, hey, Kubeku. Let's take it there. Liverpool. Okay, I'm taking it out. Portugal forward João Felix 23 wants to cancel his Atletico Madrid contract, which runs until 2027. Why would you cancel it? We pay 115 million for you. You won't cancel the contract. If Barcelona want to, no copy. Cancel what? Well, Atletico might cancel it because the salary they're paying him. Just want 30 million pounds for England on that 21 midfielder Lewis Hall. Who will be 18-year-old? Interest on Newcastle, according to the story. Newcastle get money, so they can afford it. West Ham are interested in Montpellier 20-year-old French striker Elie Wahi. That name sounds like an Ijon name, but let's leave it the same, a French player, so let's leave it there. Stuttgart 25-year-old Greece defender Konstantinos Mavropanos. Remember that guy? He used to play for Arsenal. Yes, he used to be Arsenal youth team player. And Bayern Leverkusen's 22-year-old Ivory Coast defender Odilon Kosono. All right, all these are players that France would have loved to play in their national team, but gradually let this revolution continue. ECOWAS, mind your business. Go and wax yourself, Mind your business. Stop disturbing Niger. I'm loving what the Malians, the Guineans, and the Nigerians are doing. I wish that's my country have that kind of confidence, that kind of heart. But let's be blowing a little bit for now. We would find our heart later. Right now, let's be blowing, and then we'll go. And then, have you guys seen that I finally won? I finally won after 12 years of shouting and crying like John the Baptist and making noise and complaining. I didn't get my head on the platter. I finally won. Do you know what I mean by I finally won? I was here telling all you people that one step to fixing sports in Nigeria is to separate the Ministry of Youth from the Ministry of Sport. You go to all the sports program and listen to jazz and rubbish, and you come and say, Nigerian football is corrupt, it's corrupt. No, I kept on telling you guys that the problem is the Congo, the mixing of sports with Ministry of Youth. Now sports now become an orphan or an abandoned child. But you see, when I saw the ministerial portfolio, even though I'm still waiting for the court case, my eyes are on the judiciary. I just love that moment because it's a moment of victory for me. What have I not done? I've written petition, I've written to all the committees of sports in the National Assembly since 12 years ago till now. And finally, I got that victory. Since 2001, no, 2011, sorry, 2011, 2000. It's since 2010, actually. Since 2000 was when they do the World Cup in South Africa, right? So it's about 13 years, yeah. I've been writing, going, doing presentation, going out there, coming back. Finally, they now put Ministry of Sports separate, Ministry of Youth separate. We're going somewhere. We're making progress. I don't know if another government will come and change it, but for now, we're making progress. That's a good move. We will not still push again for proper budgeting and proper outflows of money. Let's see how it goes anyway. But I think it's victory for me. Yeah. A victory for me. I take it as my victory, okay? Because every other person was looking on the other side. I kept complaining about this one. Manchester United will allow Ivory Coast defender Eric Bailey, 29, to leave for free this summer with Fulham interested. Tottenham are considering appointing Barcelona director of football Mathieu Alemany, okay, to become their football director. I hope he doesn't get indicted in one crime again like Patrici and then he runs away. Okay, Bournemouth. So last transfer news. Bournemouth interest in Leeds United 24-year-old USA midfielder Tyler Adams seems to have waned as Leeds United are refusing to do business. Almost everybody who got them relegated are beginning to jump ship and trying to run away from them. Please, guys, when you're watching live, do well to like this live stream, subscribe to the channel. You enjoy the fun and everything. So now let's get back to us talking. What is that skill that you have that you're not using, but you can survive with it if all of the things, all else, as I say, all of the things you're doing currently now fails and you have to survive? And you can tap on that one and you will be an expert in it. What again is that one or two things that no matter how hard you try, you just don't know how to do it? For me, it is singing and dancing. I love music. I love to sing, but only in my mind, because I've gone past the stage of trying to sing out. I sing out, people die. I'm a mutant in singing. When I sing, I have the bad thing in me that when I sing, as soon as you hear it, you die. And that's why I don't have enemies that are trying to kill me, because when the enemies come like a mighty rushing wind, my mouth will raise the standard of singing against them and they will die. So I don't sing. I can't sing. Again, dancing, even on my wedding day, I don't dance. I was trying to dance and my stupid best man, Frank Cargo, say, "But what did I do?" And I stopped. So, but then when it comes to skill that I can survive with, I would have had the best mama put or the best food restaurant ever, because I can cook. I can cook, not just cook, I can reinvent food. Like I can cook egusi soup like you've never seen before. I can cook stew like you've never tasted before. I can do all type of flipping of food, and I'm good at it. But in all of this, my goodness, I don't think I'm good at doing Indomie. Noodles is the one. For people say it's pap that will fall your hand. I can confidently tell you that I will do pap 1 million times. All of them will be consistent. I'm very good at it. Now, if you think of my stepdad taking pap every morning, and the slap that he can give is one palm is like this. You can't mess up with the pap. Saturday morning pap and beans. You want to mess up with Philip Yorokiri's pap? Hey, God, I beg you. You need to fear your life. You don't value your life. So I can do pap. Consider say there's always one day that pap will fall your hand. That be me. I'm consistent with pap. That one I can do it. But noodles, you see that thing called noodles? See, as I did one more, but he don't go past NAFDAC. NAFDAC no go approve him. It's just there. It's just there. And my competition is my wife. She can do just small noodles that she wants to eat. You say cutting meat, cutting chicken, she this one. That noodles, 2 minutes noodles. For where? My wife will do the noodles, cut green pepper, bring carrot for noodles. Maybe soccer for warm water. Bring her out. You can use your hand. Bring her out like this. Put that all those spikes. Just fry egg on top. Or you miss it. You know, maybe noodles. Then my wife now shows up and try to turn it into Formula One car. So now I just accept. I don't know how to cook noodles. I'm not like yeah. Hey, favor that thing. You win. Take that one. That's your World Cup. Win. 2 minutes noodles. Just do noodles like this. Boil water. I'm okay the one. Don't just one. My wife said no. She want to take you on a 10-course meal with noodles. She do noodles. Same one is stir fry. Another one is I beg. Let's not talk about noodles. It pisses me off. Noodles can cause divorce. So let's not talk about it. Now let's get in on the conversation. So you guys know the conversation now, right? Okay, so if you want to talk football, talk football. But if you want to talk this other part that makes the show exciting, that makes the show unique and special and different from every other show you listen to, let's get in on the conversation. Let's see. Who's talking? Nobody's talking on Instagram today. Smiles. Sir Smiley says, good morning, Elegote. Good morning to you. Rajazi, small boy with goat. Yeah, goat, baby. Small picking, get mumu, baby. It's say be afar. I yellow like the bleach, but that's not the bonasha. Rajazi says he wanted to break Alan Shearer goal scoring record. He noticed that won't be visible again. Titles will be important to his cabinet. Okay, I think you're right on this one. So Smiley say exactly their level, but the Wataru Endo guy is a baller. Watched a bit of him and he's decent. So Liverpool needs decent, right? Okay, now he's 30 years of age. He's 30 years of age. He's Japanese. So Baba J 619. He said, "Bros, Rendo, how are you doing? When are they give me gist? I want to tell you all these greetings. We'll greet later. What we'll see. What we'll see for roadside more greet. Like we're on the show. Oh, Mr. Smiley say good morning, Legote. What do you do now? I'm gonna bring gist. Oh, shoot. Actually, give me the gist next week now. Mr. Sugar say I can cook anything in life, but pap, no way. I'm good. I get PhD in doing pap. I'm good at it. Consistent. I have consistency in doing pap. Mr. Sugar, he said, Elegote, I was good in acting. Even now, my friends and colleagues always tell me to go into it, but I haven't found myself in. I not get access in that department. I forsake me. I introduce you to somebody. There is Chris, Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris is not on the live today. Chris Iwa is somebody that you can reach out to. If you find him on Instagram, talk to him. He's a very accessible person. He can give you tips and guide. My sister that is in the movie industry, she has left Nigeria. She has relocated from Agdemot. She has gone out of the country and she's in the UK now. So I don't think she's even in that conversation anymore. Isma04 says, coming, let me see. He said, good morning, please, who do you think will win the EPL? I do not know, but I know that Man City will not win it. That's the one I can tell you for free. Man City will not win it. That one is my prediction this season. Mr. Smith said, you said Man City wouldn't win the EPL. Well, that'd be nice. Who are your favorites to win it? I don't have a favorite. But I know Man City will not win it. Okay. I don't know what would be nice about it anyway. Mr. Smith, is Greenwood coming back for Man United a problem, or the world would move on as usual? I don't know if it's a problem. It's Manchester United that's trying to create a mountain out of a molehill, create a storm in a teacup. But let's keep our fingers crossed and watch how it goes. Well, it's your turn to talk, you guys, on YouTube. Let's see who's talking and who's not talking. I wrote to Ray, guys, say greetings, the great shift. Good morning, my brother. How you doing? Thank you for being a part of the show, even though with our time difference, it's not easy. Tallahassee, Florida, I think you guys should be in the sleep time right now, but you're here. Oduni Ramelaka says some strikers not get Neymar goals, but Neymar na failure. Attire. And Neymar not even set up forward, na white player. Oduni Ramelaka is say yeah, people. And then when they say City looks shaky yesterday, I don't know if City looks vulnerable without Kevin De Bruyne. Also, the struggle in most finals. Pep needs to get a prolific midfielder as soon as possible, as it will be difficult for Ireland to score goals. Kovacic is not good. I said it when they were signing him. They say, where's that thing that Precious Omoso we used to say? They give me some statistics and some numbers. It's okay. Let's see this City team. You don't know. Odin Ramalaka said, Shane and this Kovacic. One replace Gundogan. I'm waiting. Henry Maru says, good morning, bros. Good morning. That's my skill. Cooking without testing it, and everything will be perfect. As a matter of fact, I don't test the sauce for our bolly when making it, but it's never failed before. Now, this guy, Henry Moru. So, for those of you, if you're in the diaspora, you can still reach out to him. Why? He's gonna search for him on Instagram. It's the Grill, right? You have some friends or some family members that you just want to surprise. Reach out to him, make the order, pay, and he will deliver. Bolly, chicken, fish, turkey, with sauce where they make bread. The kind of sauce where Moses and God chew for wilderness with the go together. He make bread die. As a guy, he's supply us. When we shop finish, we are inspired to do content. In the beginning, when we start this place, this guy used to supply us a lot. That's a guy to meet. Okay. Odoni Remeleka say, bros, Arsenal fit go for Fati. No, Arsenal should not go for Fati. Fati is crackers biscuits. They break anyhow. We don't want him. I beg. Now God, I tell the beg Arsenal, please. Additional of them say Kane don't get mad now. Yet now so now don't they wear mad? They wear men. They don't look the players. They don't train with the players. Because shoot. And so football be now you say that's why they before now crazy when they crazy. So now he can talk differently. Even that you don't say they talk like baby, but now you don't find the voice. His voice is rich. He's received his healing. You know that way Pastor Chris you're feeling that they do for healing ministry. That time they say, Pastor, when he came on a wheelchair. Now after your anointing preaching, he can now walk. Praise the Lord. And so for Hurricane, Pastor, when he came, he had speech problem, but now he can talk. And when he came, he had mental block. Now he can see clearly. He's thinking of trophies now. Praise the Lord. Hey, Baba J619 said, with those signings Chelsea made, then we definitely make top. I think Chelsea will make top 4. I like what I saw. First game, the team is still not gelled properly, and they're playing like that. Then Moise Caicedo will join that team, and I also like the bravery of Pochettino, the way he make his substitution, showing intent that look, listen, I'm willing to give everybody a chance if you can give it your all. So I think it's good. It's good for the team. There's a balance there. I would not discount Chelsea from making the top 4 anyway. I will not. I'll be very, very foolish to do that. Abayemi said, "We shall say, boss. Good morning to you. Are there no top clubs in Europe bidding for Ndidi and Ian Acho if they bid you for the same? If they hear the story when I talk transfer story every day. Championship don't make sense for our top Super Eagles players with World Cup coming. The thing is, Una never know say Una players no good. I've been saying this thing since the days of 1960 Beleke, but Una never agree. I don't know who they cook this fantasy they give Una say Una players they good. Now only one good player Super Eagles get. His name is Victor Osimhen. All the rest are shafts. All the rest are Peteru. They are not good enough. But Una not go ever agree. Una not go listen. When they pass it, when they talk this thing, Una they argue. They cannot have what class player. Nigeria have what? I say what class? Una not get goalkeeper. Una not get defenders. Una not get midfielder. Una wingers. Now wingers are the worst in the whole continent. See people they look for white players now. They don't mention one Nigerian player. When I still not get players. The next one coming in, I will not even know whether Nigeria or not Nigeria get Urban. All the rest are. I beg. I don't want to talk this morning. Odin Ramelaka say Lingard will get a good stint for West Ham. He run. Yes, come on, say he won't go fight for place for Man United. Enametana. Call your Tana. That's all we want to talk. He said Bono won't win Super Cup first before he run go Saudi. Sorry, we don't do that here. I didn't remember you're a devil. Emperor, you're a bad person. Okay, he said, wait to Saudi not buy Man U again. They're still negotiating. The greed of the Glazers is holding the deal down. Okay, Odini Ramelaka say, now Baka go advise that Felice who them like free teas. I won't win. I want to really go say, I miss that tiffin of meat from Port yesterday. Oh boy, that conversation. So people they form what's it called? Victor Malalo they form like say he knows Sabi team meet on Port. I was like, so wait till they worry this one. This is the professor, professor, he knows Sabi. He said he team meet he wanted one thing to happen. Tiffin on meet or Port, where will be chief? They give us chief title. Hey, the Ogborubeko one of Udu Kingdom. Oh, the team meet with 2 1 like say with the use of stick. It's gone. If people take meat, if they work out the cover back, I still get confidence they cover up. I go swallow the meat. No shopping. Swallow and close like scrub all your esophagus, go inside belly. Don't worry, go show yourself inside belly. I say no, you know meeting meat upon. Well, that matter not pass. Small liver. Tomorrow we'll bring matter way hot. Your first babe, how you take 2-star. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But let's leave that home. Say I missed that tiffin of meat from Port yesterday. I good that yo. Even my mama no say I good. Tipping of meat from Port and a normal thing. The groove for that thing, the highest. Original Waribo. Original, you know original Waribo. You see the way they talk, the way they put this. Mr. Smile says I don't know. He said exactly. Players no good. Okay. And I want to say indeed they even shop bench for championship. And I say what club sign now. Baba J 619 say, bros, we have Chukwueze now for Super Eagles. We're not in the crossbar. Mr. Smith said this one way Salah the later Stamford Bridge make he no wound Liverpool by accepting Saudi offer even Alisson. Well, but we just wait, because those 2 players go. We'll put Liverpool for 15th position, 2 points above relegation, 2 points and Liverpool to survive relegation. There's no 2 ways about it. But let's come back to YouTube people. Aruturega say I am good at teaching. Okay, I'm a teacher too, but I'm using it now, so I'm not. It's not a hidden talent anymore. But you see that singing of a thing. Even my choir master begged me to leave the choir. I don't feel sing to save my life. Okay, so I think it's time for me to review my own. So growing up, I grew up in Assemblies of God Church. Those of you who go to Assemblies of God Church, you know what they call Royal Rangers, youth, missionette, YS, women's, men's department, all those things, right? So there was this, Assemblies of God was number 10 up my street. Then there was Church of God Mission at Morogo Road, right? Whether you know the place, you don't know the place, now you know. I'm just giving you, it was like 2 or 3 streets away. We're always doing things together. Well, there's always collaboration. We have this choir, I think the best choir ever in the world. And today is Pastor Femi Omole's birthday. They formed that choir. We first had one choir that was put together by the children of the Ojokus. Okay, the Ojokus children, Obi Ojoku, the Ojoku, my first love, and a host of other people like that. Then that choir crashed. That's the first time I understand what church politics is. Then the pastor's children have set up their choir called Ozana Praise Choir. The kind of backing they got. I was like, this is church, but this is the thing. It's not about God, though. That was the first time I realized that church, all this thing, God say, crap. It's business. Once it became the choir of the pastor's children, you want to see backing. They had access to everything. But that's a different story. So we had this thing that we're doing a combined youth program with Church of God Mission. And I went, I like R&B music. And I decided to take Boys to Men, I Make Love to You, right? That song. And I turned it to Christian song. I changed the lyrics. And then there's this reggae song that I also changed. Get ready for the light is coming. I changed it to Christian song too. And I was feeling high. I was feeling good. Oh, God. Hey, Mamuzo, where's Mamuzo, the drummer of all drummers? Brother Joshua, the bassist. We have done rehearsal. We did rehearsal for like 6 weeks. And it feels like at that time, I'd gotten into the groove, like there was something to offer. On the day of the event, I don't know whether I'm stage fright, I don't know. I was singing the original Boys to Men song. And out of tone, out of key, everything. Everybody, at some point, the instrumentalists had to stop. They were looking at me like, I didn't get the Chris. Everybody was laughing. People was like, it was so funny. The most embarrassing moment of my life. Oh God. After that time, I knew singing is not for me. But I can teach. I've always been a teacher anyway. I've always been like, from first time I started gathering people together. Before I even become a coach, I've always been a teacher. So teaching is part of my very good skill. Okay. But then I say, bros, my hairstylist too. I fit style hair well. That's a very good skill. That's a very commercially viable skill if you put it to use. He said, I'm a professional photographer too. You get what you know, Sabi do. Paul Obi, he said, good morning, Mr. Idafe. It pained me that Man City defeat Sevilla yesterday. He go pay you more. Yeah, he go pay you more. You see, your pain will continue. You're a Barcelona fan. What you concern with Sevilla, he pay you. And you're a former Barcelona captain and coach. I the coach Man City. But your witchcraft from Okija Shirai, I senior man, I'm always name that I talk to so. But for this show, I must talk my mind. Your witchcraft from the shrine of Okija, from where we say where you focus, you're not gonna let you allow somebody to progress. Sevilla bet right, on that yes. All right, today guys, I agree with you, Chief. Our players are like Bere. I just pity Victor. Nonsense about those players. The problem is say I always watch them play. I do my own. I need to feel they ignore them. I go so I not go fit. I not go fit. They don't even put me for marketing committee. Cause I buy a mission. We say, boss, what are the chances of the Super Eagles qualifying for the World Cup? The road is not looking like it's going to be easy. What's the way forward? The way forward is for our players to up their game. These World Cup qualifiers, it's not going to be easy because this is the Jackpot World Cup. This is the World Cup where everybody wants to run. Yes, we are pushing Western dominance away from Africa, but it don't mean say our forefathers when they take some people don't want to go visit. They won't go visit, even go pray for their grave. So this World Cup, and then the way it draws, the group that Nigeria is in is a very tricky, it's not a tough group, but it's a tricky political group. I don't like to play in the same group with the country of CAF presidents. Some referees might just do some things. And we now have Genotro that would spoil something for us, take away 3 points from us, or even 1 point or something from us. And then there is Lesotho and Zimbabwe that play in South Africa. So it's gonna be, and these people they say it's a walkover, we'll qualify with 2 games to spare. I pray it happens like that too. But this one I'm not saying it's not clear at all. And it's not clear in my head. But we will move forward. And this Informa says Maguire will regret his failure to move. Okay, the guy may not even recover from this Man U management. Will so frustrate him. He may not even recover from this. My management will so frustrate him. He will collect his weekly wages. But even Southgate go forget the guy. I agree with you. The funny thing is, if new owners not even come, it go worse because there's a likelihood of new. You think new owners will come and this Maguire that's a symbol of embarrassment is a guy that they want to bank on? No, it cannot happen. No, that's not it. But do you remember? Say this Maguire is the guy that one person will just come and say, you are a failure. You will never make it. You're supposed to be a dinner man serving these people, but even that place you will never make it. And then another person got like, you will suffer for 600 years. Maguire, you don't know anything. When you go West Ham, you go become Oga there. You say want to fight for place. For place where they use Mugu look short, then they play ahead of you. Okay. Oh, do you remember like I say, I see they pain them, he go they sweet us, I see they sweet us. You know that guy is not the FCT minister. FCT will so have a life band. They don't do life band in Abuja. That's how they know that wicked on the crease. They all carry that life band, go Abuja with this siren. Go they make noise. They don't say wicked is officially mad. Okay. PS Mobile with Dave, PMWD. He said, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. You think, say, Arsenal go buy Timber cover? We're looking. I think that for a player that they say will be out for about 4 or 5 months, they should go get a cover for him. Okay? But who that cover is, I don't know. We'll see. Do you remember, I say, Walai, Nigerian qualifying pass to just go play for World Cup. If they no qualify last What junior brother go happen? Oh, what could say now? The what junior brother no go happen? I beg. I don't really God. This show sweet today. It's what the time. Super Eagles, let it go anywhere. You made a statement about bringing a group of domestic players, groom them, and add just a few foreign-based players. Yes, I did. It has always worked for the national team. Every of the success of the Super Eagles is built around competition. The current Super Eagles, one of the problem, and this is why I put it on the coaches. One of the problem with the current Super Eagles is that there's no competition. Again, I agree that there is no money. Everything is expensive. But you see, if the NFF tries that way, we just might qualify. But this one, what would they do? Where they go open cap on Monday, we get match on Friday. Your star player will come in on Thursday. He go see start match. Santa Teresa, Dina, Mami, Water, Dina, Ugo, Dina, Ugo. I don't know. I just look. I'm just looking. What else I be? Let me come on, I read that boy I be. I don't sabi anything now. I don't really say that's the only way we can grow our national team. I agree with you, but the people where they judge, they agree. I don't really say they make Wike FCT minister. Now what? Yeah, so now even the new FCT minister. Our new sports minister is wanting about Endo something. I will get to find its profile and talk about it. And probably I might have to go and sit with him and interview him and find out what is your plan? What is your plan? What's the roadmap? We would get to know. Abaya Michel will say, boss, with the way Saudi is splashing money, do you think they can sustain it? Why not? Why do you people always think that they will fail? Because China failed, Saudi Arabia will fail. You know the money where they there. The money so like money where they for back pockets. Where you know say if you don't get where you go get money, like why they work for Globestar that year. And if you leave like 10K, 20K inside pocket, my younger brother go wash clothes, they will take the money. I'm not gonna remember. And Globestar money, now so it be not be like NEPA salary. NEPA salary, if you forget 10K for pocket and the full salary, you forget. Where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. It not be like that for Globestar money. Globestar money, the allowance whenever they give you for milk and some things, it cover everything. We're so rich when they go hospital, they go tell Dr. Kasena Vetimo to give us money, he go write her for medical bill. If we don't run out of cash, like disposable cash for weekend, no bank, no, you know that time there was no ATM. Everything is always going to the bank. Weekend, you don't drive, go Vetimo. Dr. Kes, I will give me like 50K. Don't worry, write her for medical bill. Don't write her. So that is the life that we live back in the day. Okay. Abaya Michel will say, boss, so okay, I think I've read that one. This one I say, we never even know the coach when we take Super Eagles to the next international window. That's supposed to prepare us for the new November World Cup qualifying match. If Nigeria sack Jose Pesero, it's confirmed we're not going to the World Cup again. If they just sack Pesero, we ain't going nowhere. Aaron Torrego say, bros, them not get plan. P-Man Adige says agreement is agreement. Make United pay Maguire the money where they in contract. If them one try pursue him from the team. Same people where they verse for Maguire keep mute for Jones matter. Peter, we're not there. My guy. I greet you. How you doing in that end? DJ Laufoma, he says Saudi get money. Oh, money pass drug money. Oh. Forget this West when them say Saudi will fail. They have been praying, peeing in their pants. Saudi no go put eye for football. See, Saudi are so rich. They are even asking UEFA, say, give us a UEFA Champions League slot. That is how bold their money be. Their money not be China money. Oh. Their money is so bold. When I was side players, and I said some people say now retired player, old player, they're not going to come take mainstream Euro player. They say now only players from poor country. And they look that they laugh. People when we say the plane when they say they go matches, the plane. It be like some people dream country. Plane. What we go on here? Oh God, I'm sorry I spoke Urobo, but I have to. I'm not sorry about it. Urobo man put parable say, or we go to. You don't know the meaning. Look for Urobo friend where you know. Better the meaning. Or we go to. Even Bible say money answereth all things. It's not the root of all evil. The person who write that place is a mistake. The translation was a mistake. Oh, Mr. Sugar. He said a big comedian in Onisha. MC Zanzino, CFRO, used to use my talks to do joke, but I never found the courage to climb any stage for my life. Hi, that's not good though. Okay, so as we wrap up, prepare your mind for tomorrow. Tomorrow is about toasting of baby. The old school, you know, these days they don't toast baby again. Just just get doings. People just send you naked picture for your WhatsApp. But then there was a time before this time. Okay. Akpos of us say, who get money? Now plenty friends they follow. Or we go to okay, there's a translation there, you already get it. Let's say Saudi Arabia go for. Okay. That fish but you still get plenty other that film. That's what they talk about. Well, so tomorrow we'll talk about toasting of babe. How we started, how it all started for us. For those of us who used to pick up our golden pen from the basket of love, if so, doxology, to drop a few lines of mine. Remember back in the day when we used to go and buy perfume, we would not spray it on the paper. I don't understand. And they used to sell scented paper in post office. Post office, Okere Road, Worry. My time, I don't know about you guys, but in my time, they used to sell scented paper. You buy it, you write on it with our bad handwriting. Me that have terrible handwriting, I will see boldly write it, put it in an envelope, go and give it to a girl. And sometimes you're not bold enough to give the girl, you give a friend or somebody, smally for the area, you give it small things, may go drop. Yeah, we'll talk about all those things tomorrow. We'll not talk football, Chris, now. We'll talk about all these things, see, the way they remind us of the good old days. Now, this our gadget children don't think, say, we don't be flex back in the day. And don't worry, we'll talk about that. So this is where we're going to cut on the show today. Thursday edition has been very, very blast. I want to say I made up my mind that every show will be a blast. And let me remind you guys. 2 days ago we were at Jonathan Kobore's house. I told you guys I was starting a new show called The Voice of the Legends, and it cuts across Africa, not just Nigeria. But we're looking for the funding. Mana Adebayo have asked us to come meet him in Togo already. Asamoah Gyan has asked us to come to Ghana. Kalilo Fadiga has asked us to come to Senegal. And Gyan said if we come to Ghana, he will take us to Abedi Pele, take us to Samuel Sekufo, Basiboli, and what's he called? Anthony Yeboah. But it will cost a whole lot to go there, spend a month. We're still looking for sponsors. We're looking for support. We'll see how we go about that one, as well as going to Senegal. Adebayo says, just come to my house, come and stay, and we'll talk for one weekend. You're ready. I'm a fantastic guy, And so we're working on it. But we were with Jonathan Kobore 2 days ago. His new house somewhere around the neighborhood. I don't want to mention. Very lovely, white, fine, beautiful house, lovely cars. Talk about a whole lot of things. We spoke, and I got him talking from the days in Julius Berger to under 17 to you kick me once, I kick you twice. Okay, that was a new thing that I learned, but it sounded like what my mom would say. It sounded like what my mom used to say, somebody knock you, knock him back, give a hada. Oh, God of heaven. Well, those are some of the things that are come. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do well to ask your friends to join in this conversation as well. Subscribe. And please invite people to come in for, the extra fun aside of the football now is good. Is an introduction. So bring your friends to come and share some of their moments. Because there's a whole lot of things that we will bring. Let's get it going, right? Papinini says, I always happy every time I see the picture I took with you that year for Brilla show in Ikorodu. Oh, really? Oh, that my birthday that we took to Ikorodu, and then they now took it and turned it into that show. It was meant to be my birthday. Let's go and celebrate my birthday in Ikorodu, my friends. They took it over. God day. Organero. The fear of Saudi money in football now is the beginning of European football wisdom, Mr. Sugar One. I said, I don't really say Saudi money long ago. They don't know. He said tomorrow it will be highest. Chai, Esther. I go bring your matter, yo. Hey, Antonia, go vomit my suya tomorrow. Suya money after tomorrow. Hey, share the link with that. Better listen to the show. Well, this is the time to join. This is the time to join the content on the show. But please do want to subscribe to the channel. Let's have some fun, guys. So I never said anything. See, I'm looking forward to the day where I would have this show and there will be like 20 worry boys. We're going to understand the lingo and the things that they talk, and then they're going to share their own points. Worry is an entire country on its own. And forget any place now it look like where devil shit put. But when we're growing up in worry, forget. We get some things to share. We have worry boys coming together on this show. We have some things to share. Once again, my name is Dafe Matthias. You love to come in the level on sports. If you've not had fun, I'm not your problem. If you did not enjoy this show, I am not your problem. something is happening to you, and we pray that God would help take care of it. That's all I can say. Have a wonderful day, and if you're on the app, do what to listen to. I'm going to be in the office today, so it's going to be music on the app. If you've not downloaded Elevated TV Radio mobile application on your Android and iOS, if you're not getting wish, you buy land near Kovo. I will tell you, my people, unado.